The total world population as a whole is approximately 8.05 billion. Around 1800s, we passed the 1 billion mark, and in just 200 years, we reached 7 billion. The population of the globe is currently growing by more than 90 million people annually. The 20 most populous nations in the world are home to more than 70% of the world's population. China and India are the only two nations in the world with a population of over 1 billion. Just these two nations alone house around 36% of the world's population. The term gender ratio refers to the proportion of males to females in a culture. This ratio isn't constant, rather, it's influenced by influences in biology, society, technology, culture, and economics. And this in turn affects society, demography, and the economy as well as the gender ratio itself. According to statistics, there are more men than women. The gender ratio worldwide is 1.018. It indicates that men outnumber women by a small margin. The gender ratio has an effect on society and the overall country. Knowing how many men and women live in a nation allows for the equitable distribution of resources to satisfy gender-specific demands. In addition to resource allocation, gender data is used to investigate the reasons of the imbalance and identify potential mitigating variables that could help close the gender gap in cultures and nations with bigger gender disparities. There are certain nations with a larger proportion of women than in others. In today's video, we bring to you the list of 10 countries with the highest female population. Number 10. Portugal. Female population, 52.7%. Portugal is located in southwest Europe on the Iberian Peninsula's Atlantic coast. In Portugal in 2021, there are 89.84 men for every 100 females. In Portugal, there are 5.36 million women and 4.81 million men. Women make up 52.7% of the Portuguese population. Portuguese women outnumber men by 0.54 million. Number 9. Estonia. Female population, 52.7%. Northeastern Europe's Estonia is a sovereign nation-state. In Estonia, there are 90.32 men for every 100 females as of 2021. In Estonia, there are 0.63 million men and 0.70 million women. Women make up 52.7% of the Estonia's population. Number 8. Armenia. Female population, 53%. Armenia, a Transcaucasian nation, is located immediately south of the massive Caucasus mountain range and faces Asia's northernmost point. In Armenia, there are 1.57 million women and 1.4 million men. In comparison to the male population, women make up 53% of the population. There are 0.17 million more women than men in Armenia. Number 7. El Salvador. Female population, 53.2%. It is a Central American nation. Of the 7 countries in Central America, it is the smallest and most populous. San Salvador serves as El Salvador's capital. There are 0.42 million more women than men in El Salvador. Number 6. Belarus. Female population, 53.5%. It is a landlocked nation in Eastern Europe that is surrounded by Lithuania and Latvia to the northwest, Russia to the northeast, Ukraine to the south, and Poland to the west. Minsk is its capital. In Belarus, there are 87.2 men for every 100 females as of 2021. In Belarus, there are 5.04 million women and 4.4 million men. Women make up 53.5% of the Belarus population. Number 5. Russia. Female population, 53.7%. It is the world's largest nation and takes up 1/10 of the planet's surface. It covered a considerable portion of Northern Asia and Eastern Europe. After the Soviet Union's collapse in December 1991, it gained independence. In Russia, there are 10.25 million more women than men as of 2022, despite the fact that historically women outweigh males in the country. Number 4. Ukraine. Female population, 53.7%. Ukraine is located in Eastern Europe and is the second largest country on the continent after Russia. Its capital is Kyiv and is located on the river Dnieper in north-central Ukraine. There are 20.14 million males and 23.32 million females in Ukraine. The percentage of the female population is 53.7% compared to the male population. Number 3. Lithuania. Female population, 53.7%. The largest and most southern of the 3 Baltic states, Lithuania is located in northern Europe. The official tongue of Lithuania is Lithuanian. In Lithuania, there are 1.44 million women and 1.25 million men. In comparison to the male population, women make up 53.7% of the Lithuanian population. Number 2. Latvia. Female population, 53.88%. The USSR invaded and seized Latvia in June 1940. The independence of Latvia was announced on August 21, 1991. In comparison to the male population, females make up 53.88% of the population. In Latvia, there are 0.14 million more women than men. Number 1. Nepal. Percentage of the female population, 53.91%. Nepal is at the top of our list of the highest female-populated countries. Nepal is a landlocked nation bordered to the east, south, and west by India and to the north by China's Tibet Autonomous Region. Kathmandu serves as Nepal's capital. In comparison to the male population, women make up 53.91% of the population. In Nepal, there are 2.32 million more women than men. The world's population is expected to grow by almost 8 billion by the end of the year. Given that there will be more births than deaths, the natural increase is anticipated to be positive. There may be a variety of reasons why there are fewer males than females in the population. This might be the outcome of improved birth-sex ratios or the proportion of female births to male births, along with longer life expectancies for women. Or perhaps this is because more men die at any given age. According to estimates, there are 3.9 billion females who account for 49.58% of the total population. There are 65.5 million more men than women around the globe. In comparison to females, there are more men in the world, but the majority of women live in the nations we named. Inequality between the genders exists regardless. With Nepal at the top of the list, that's all we have for today. Remember to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon. Tell us your thoughts about it in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.